Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, the one and only Hosting Cruz, bringing you another exciting edition of boxing. Don't forget to hit and to like, subscribe to my channel. It's always greatly appreciated. Stay tuned. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Hosting Cruz, and ladies and gentlemen, I got some news. Oscar Dela Hoya said that he has confirmed that Shakur Stevenson versus William Zepeda is a done deal. Based on his words. Now, I mean, hearing it from Oscar himself is solid news. But in terms of concrete, you got to go with Mike Kupinger. He confirms the fights. Yes, De La Hoya is the promoter. He's William's promoter. And he knows something that we don't. So for him to come out and say that it's a done deal, then it's a done deal. So an official announcement is to be expected in the coming days, maybe a week or two, for this fight. Then it's a tremendous fight at 135. It's one of the best fights to make at 135 lightweight. Shakur Stevenson, former 3-division world champion, 23-0, 11 KOs to his credit. Not known as a power puncher, more of a defensive wizard. Excellent craft, excellent ring IQ, excellent defense. And William Zepeda, 33-0, 27 knockouts. High volume puncher, good power puncher as well, very aggressive. Mexican, you know how it is, tough Mexican come forward style, punches and bunches. It's a terrific fight, man. Ever since William Zepeda destroyed Mercito Gesta, then he followed up with Maxie Hughes. Then the two Tevin Farmer fights, he's just been on a rampage. You know, a lot of punches, I mean, he's always been a volume puncher, but he turned it up in a Jesta fight and followed that up ever since. And he just been relentless and relentless and relentless. And now he is supposed to fight Shakur Stevenson in what should be an interesting fight, because you got Shakur, the classic style of fight of a pure boxer, versus the bull versus the matador here. Zepeda has a style to make things uncomfortable for Shakur by closing the distance and just working Shakur's body with that volume that he has, and just try to beat and wear down Shakur so that, you know, in the later rounds he starts to fade. But Shakur is so good at making things look easy in that ring with his defense. And Shakur has a style to make things look pretty easy and to beat William Zepeda pretty easy. This might be a pretty easy night for Shakur. Some may disagree, maybe a lot. But Shakur is that damn good as a fighter, as a defensive master, as a technician. People say he's running. He's going to be running in this fight. And to me, he just is defense and offense. You know, his boxing, hit and don't get hit. You know, he's going to be using his feet. If he got to get out of the way, of harm's way, he's going to do it. He's going to sidestep, side turn, circle William Zepeda. Keep using his jab. Once Zepeda tries to close the distance, likely Shakur will hold. That way the referee comes in, breaks them apart, and repeat. Smart boxing. You know, it's not the style that everyone pays ticket to see. You know, a lot of fans likes action. You know, they come to see action. They turn on that TV, they want to see a good fight. They pay their ticket, they want to sit down and see a good fight. And Shakur has had some moments in the past fights where he's walking his opponents down, staying in close range in the pocket and letting his hands go, and being vulnerable to incoming fire. But he's going to have to play it smart. If he wants to get out of this fight victorious, he's going to have to play it smart. He's going to have to be Shakur. He's going to have to be the offensive and defensive master that he is, and not stand too much in the pocket and bang away with William Zepeda, because he's going to be giving Cameron a chance to land something clean, big, and Shakur doesn't want that. Shakur, usually fighters like Shakur that's all about defense don't have a good chin, and I don't think Shakur doesn't have a good chin. Even though he's a three-division world champion, his defense is so good is that he hasn't been clipped yet, and he doesn't want to risk the chance of standing in the fire in the pocket with Cameron and get clipped in a toe-to-toe fight. That's not his style. Shakur will walk you down and look for a stoppage if he hurts you, like he did with Jamal Herring. But that's not him. He's going to outbox you. He's going to outscore you to a comfortable 10-round, 12-round, whatever it is, decision. That's how he became three-division world champion. For a reason, he did not win three-division titles by going toe-to-toe in slugfests. No. He did it by boxing smart, being defensive and offensive when the time is right. So he's going to need to do that against William Zepeda, who is going to be coming forward. He's going to try to close the distance. And once he's able to close that distance and actually have Shakur in front of him, he's going to work the body. He's going to work uppercuts, left hooks, everything the way how Cameron does it. But it's going to be hard for Cameron to get that done because Shakur, it's all about not letting that happen. Doesn't matter who's in front of him. Shakur's job is to make sure that distance doesn't get closed, and if it does, he's gonna move out of the way. He's gonna hold you. That's Shakur right there. And if you have Shakur along the ropes, and he's gonna have his elbow in the air. He's gonna cover his chin with his shoulder. I mean, his defense is he's hard to hit. And he's going to be hard to hit when Cameron is in there with him. This fight doesn't have a date yet, but based on Oscar Dela Hoya, is a done deal. So I'm assuming that both guys have signed their side on the contracts, and we're going to have a solid 135-pound championship fight because Shakur is the WBC lightweight champion. So it's going to be interesting. It's one of the best fights to make at 135. It needs to happen. Whether it lives up to the hype or not in terms of action, but on paper it's one of the best fights, and boxing needs it, and I'm looking forward to it. So I'm looking forward to an announcement on this fight. So I'm trusting Oscar's word that it's a done deal. So I'm looking forward to the announcement. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host and Cruz. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. It is always a pleasure to talk to you guys about boxing. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Please. Peace.